I'm going to start by placing my already cut potatoes inside my baking tray. I also added a generous drizzle of olive oil to the bottom of the tray to help with cooking and to ensure more flavor. Look at how delicious this is going to turn out. I cut the potatoes into rustic chunks without much precision, so they turn out nice and tender and cook evenly, absorbing all the seasonings. With the potatoes in place, now I'm going to add a pinch of salt. Remember, there's no need to overdo it, just enough to enhance the initial flavor. On top, I'm going to add some freshly ground black pepper and another drizzle of olive oil to make the potatoes even more tender and flavorful after baking. Here I have 1 white onion cut into slices, and I'm going to spread those slices over the potatoes, separating the rings to distribute them well. This will add a delicious flavor and that special touch that pairs perfectly with the meat. This whole layer of onion helps add moisture and gives the dish an incredible aroma. Plus, the onion releases its juices while baking, and that broth will help cook the meat and potatoes, making everything super tasty. Now I have here 3 pieces of steak, and I'm going to season them with coarse salt, sprinkling it over the meat. No need to overdo it because the meat will absorb the salt during cooking. I'm going to flip each piece to season the other side and add a bit more coarse salt on top. If you like, you can use a seasoned sauce of your choice, which also goes really well. Now I'm going to place the meat pieces on top of the onions and potatoes, like this, creating layers that will mix together as they bake. Look at how appetizing this tray already looks. With everything in place, now I'm going to cover the whole tray with a sheet of aluminum foil to create that internal steam that will cook the meat slowly and evenly, leaving it tender and full of flavor. With the tray well covered, now I'm placing it in the preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 50 minutes. The first 50 minutes have passed. Now I carefully remove the aluminum foil, and I put it back in the oven for 15 more minutes, just to brown the surface of the meat. Now my meat is out of the oven, and it's beautifully golden brown. I'm going to take everything out of the tray and transfer it to a nice serving plate. Look at the juiciness of this meat and the delicious aroma rising up. And of course, I'm also placing the perfectly tender and golden potatoes. The onions came out caramelized and super flavorful. It really is the perfect combination. And now comes that irresistible moment to taste this meat that falls apart and is packed with flavor. It's extremely juicy and delicious. This is the kind of simple dish that has an incredible homemade flavor.